guys, it's Abby from Make Life Your Runway, and I'm here with my weekly makeup basket. So in front of you is last week's basket. I'll have that video linked above in the cards and down below if you missed it. I did go through and pull all of these items with you guys from my collection, so if you missed it, definitely go check it out, especially if you have questions about the products that I talk about as I review or recap last week before we dive into my collection to pick products for next week. So if this sounds like something you would like to watch, then just keep watching. Here we go. Hey guys! Guys, I've been busy this week. Did you notice I posted my 21 days of beauty recommendation tips and tricks, don't buy it if you don't need it video? I'll link that down below and up above. And I posted my makeup empties, so that's awesome. I'll also link that up above and down below. I've been busy. Also in that empties video, Jared came home in the middle of it, so you know he was busy. He had some stuff to say in the video. Super funny and fun. But anyways, it's Thursday as I film this, and it's usually Friday, but I had time today, and I thought, why not just lighten the load for my already very long Friday? So yeah, so that's what we're doing. So some of these products I will keep out to use for tomorrow morning, but then they will go back in my collection. So the first thing I am going to use for one more day, and then it will go back in my collection, is the Revolution. This is the Ultra Contour Palette. I really loved all of these products, and I feel like I could use this whole basket one more week and absolutely love it, but you guys know that's not going to happen. So here is what the palette looks like. What I ended up doing was taking this contour color and dabbing it a little bit into this light color to just kind of make this more natural looking, and I also started using a fluffier brush. So I put my bronzer on and then take a fluffy brush and put this on and then dip it in this and tap it off, and then it just gives like more of a natural look. And my makeup empties, you can see what I'm talking about from my makeup in that video, so check it out if you're curious what it looks like. Didn't really use anything else in this palette because I really just wanted the contour since I am panning a bronzer, but I really like this. I feel like I need to get a lot more love out of it. I've only used it a handful of times, but I am not disappointed. So we'll keep that out for tomorrow, and then we'll be good on it. Here is my face / base drawer. L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. Mine's in 203. I absolutely love it. Oh, I'm going to use it tomorrow, and it's going to kill my soul to put it back. But I will put it back, but it's coming back soon. You will probably see it in a couple weeks. Cover FX actually held on for the week. I think I can squeeze one more use out of it. It is a Project Pan item, so we'll just slide that back. Oh yeah, we're going to keep in this I almost said Hourglass. This is Laura Mercier. This is the Flawless Fusion Concealer. Mine is in 1N. So I'm going to keep that for the week. I'm going to keep in my Jack Black Lip Balm. This one is a natural mint. Going to keep in my Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish. And going to keep in the Stila Heavenly Hue and Kitten. So most of that's going to stay the same. And when I run out of primer, I will actually use what I pulled last week but I hadn't used, which was the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer and Radiance. I just set it to the side so I wasn't tempted to use it until that primer ran out. Which is like the biggest trick to project panning, is don't give yourself any options. Just use what you're panning, which is so hard. Next up, I moved my loose setting powder. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Up, because I find I like setting the Laura Mercier concealer with this on my damp beauty blender. So I moved it up. I was finishing my look with it, but now it's kind of the step I do before putting on the blush and highlight. So that will stay in there. The Butter Bronzer is the bronzer I am panning, and then this Bare Minerals blush in the one is one I'm panning. So those three items will stay in, but let me take out these other ones. Alright, I've been loving this Clinique Nude Blush. We're going to use that tomorrow, and then we'll put it back. I have been living for the Laura Geller. This is the Charming Pink. This is actually the only highlight I have used all week. So we will put that back today and then keep this Laura Geller for just tomorrow. This is in Ballerina, and then I will put it back tomorrow. But I love this one too, but that pink one was calling my name. This is Clinique's Cola Pop. I'm going to use it tomorrow for eyeshadow, and then I will put it back. I'm not ready to have that dark of a color on my cheeks yet. Not yet. Here is the eye drawer. Guys, Naked Urban Decay. First week ever with this palette, and I really enjoyed it. When I did my empties video, this is the palette I was using. Super simple. This Naked color is perfect in the crease. I love it. I wore Virgin Sin Naked Sidecar Half Baked this week, so I didn't get like fully into the palette. I'll use it tomorrow and put it back, but I do want to pull it against my soon, and I am really glad I picked it up on sale. Alright, this is a Project Pan item, Cabral by Benefit, number 3. I'm going to go ahead and just call it a day with this because I feel like pressure to use it, and I don't dislike it, but I don't love it. It's not a product that brings me joy when I use it, so we're just going to take it out of here, and I'm sorry if that was kind of blurry to watch, but I want this bin every week to be things I get excited about and not things I feel stressed about using. And then we will keep in the Roller Lash by Benefit. Guys, this is like getting savage, this Lancome eyeliner. Like, at what point do you call it done? I feel like we got some more life left in it, so we will continue to use that. And then the It Brow Power. I talked about this a lot in the 21 Days of Beauty by the Ulta sale going on. So I will, again, you can watch that if you want. And I've been using that just in the tail end of my brows because that's where I need more, like it needs to be filled in more. And not so much at the top of my brows. And I really like the way that's been looking. And then finally, these products are going to stay. It's Hourglass Dim Light. I absolutely love this. And I ended up not buying the Hourglass powder. I was just like, you know what? I'm going to stay true to using up my powders and waiting till I actually need a powder before buying the Hourglass. So I ended up just getting a new beauty blender and a cleansing balm to remove makeup from pharmacy. So I was good. I was really good with the Sephora Appreciation 15% off deal. I'm going to keep in Essence Make Me Brow. This one is in Blondie Brow. Every week I'm like, I don't have much life with it, but it's hanging in there. It's hanging in there. So that is everything from last week and the products that are going to carry over until next week. But let's shop my stash right now. Okay, so here is my bronzer, my blush drawer. If you're new, hi, welcome, I'm Abby. I do these videos every single week. It's a cool fam here. We live it up in the comment section. But if you're new, I am rotating through all my makeup, which is taking a really long time. But I went through this row. We're in this row. This is where the Clinique ones go. I'll pop them in just so you feel more satisfied because I understand how that feels. So I'm actually going to skip pulling a new one because I picked something up that I will share with you guys. I got a little bored this weekend, okay? Alright, that's all I'm going to say right now. So, yeah, so these, what I'm going to do is next week I'll just pull these together and then we'll be right on track. So nothing new in here, but I still wanted to show it to you guys. So let's go down to this. Okay, so line of bronzers right here. I'm not touching them until I'm done with my little Project Pan bronzer, okay? I'm not going to touch them, even though I miss them and I talk about it every week. This row of highlights we have gone through. We've gone through these two. I'm going to put this one back, and tomorrow I'll put back the other Laura Geller one. But next week what I want to pull is this. This is Becca It's just a little mini of the Moonstone highlight, and this is one of my favorite highlights in my collection. I talked about it a little bit last week. I'm so excited that all week this is the only highlighter I'm going to use. So it can be subtle, but it's really a blinding highlight. So you really can use a light hand to keep it subtle, but you know I don't. It's like blinding. And so what I like to do is put it on first and then my blush, and then it makes it more like peep out through the blush and not so like a strip of highlight down my face. So that's how I make it more work every day, but it is blinding. Alright, and that's all we're going to pull for this drawer. Next week, I'm so excited, we'll be Tarte and like, Alright, so let's go down to face products, and I rearranged. Okay, so I rearranged in here because I just thought it looked so cluttered before, and I wasn't really happy with it, and products were kind of like falling everywhere. So right here we have lip products, here we have foundation, and then primers and a setting powder, face powder, that kind of thing, and then my palettes are back here. So we will put back the Pro Glow, even though it kills my soul just a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this. This is the Healthy Foundation by Physicians Formula. I really like this foundation. It's super light, like maybe light to medium coverage, but more on the light side. But it's glowy and it wears really well throughout the day, and I like it. I like it a lot, but I haven't worn it in a minute, and it is one that has like this doe foot wand, which I personally don't mind, but I know some people have their own opinions about it, which is cool. So we are going to go ahead and pull that for the week. And you saw the primer that I mentioned, which is the Laura Mercier Radiance Primer. I also really like this primer, and I didn't get to use it at all last week. We're going to keep this on deck for next week. Whoop, 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 whoop. And concealer, you saw I'm keeping the Laura Mercier. I have my setting powder, so I think we are good here. But back here is where, there you go. I did some damage. So for 21 Days of Beauty, you can still get this. This is the Hot Buy, or Trending Now, or Hot, what do they call it? You know what I'm talking about. This is the Smashbox Step-by-Step Contour Palette. I went ahead and picked it up on Sunday when the sale started because I could not wait. I didn't want to hold off because this deal goes on for the whole duration of the 21 Days of Beauty, but I didn't want to risk it being sold out. So this is the Smashbox Step-by-Step Contour. It's their traditional contour palette, and it was on sale for $21, originally $35. So this is just a very simple contour color, a bronzer color, and then the kind of vanilla, almost banana setting powder. And I like that if the contour is too dark, I can still mix it right here with the setting powder. But I don't know that I'll actually use the bronzer this week because I'm panning one, but maybe. We'll see. So I'm really excited to pull this. You guys know a couple weeks ago I thought about getting it, and I ended up getting the Cali Contour by Smashbox that looks like this. And I'm not disappointed with it. I definitely need to give it more love. But I said I'm going to get that Smashbox Step-by-Step palette. And so when it was $21, was that like 40% off? I don't really know. I was like, it's time. It's time. And then also, over the weekend, we were supposed to go see Jared's family, but Jared got sick with what I got last week that had a cold. And so he literally was in bed from Friday night until Sunday night. And I was so bored. And I hadn't made any plans with the friends or anything because we were going to be out of town. And then into Monday, he slept most of the day, and I like could have taught a class, or I could have hung out with people. I could have done something, but I didn't have plans because we were supposed to be out of town. So I was so bored, and like, So what I do? I went to TJ Maxx. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go now. So I got the Anastasia brush trio. So this is actually one of the, I think it's one of the hot buys. And you can get this, I want to say $18 right now at Ulta. But TJ Maxx had it for $10.99, and it was like so impulsive. It was like something came over my body. I didn't even think about it. I just saw it there, and I picked it up. And that was it. I paid for it, I left. And at TJ Maxx, it's really hard to find makeup that has not been opened and it's not destroyed. And like this one had like the clear plastic in it. It had still like the Anastasia little information thing. So I was like, it's mine. So this is what it looks like. It's very similar, in my mind at least, to this one. Oh yeah, my mind is remembering correctly. So this is Maybelline Master Blush. I didn't even realize it until I got home that they were like pretty similar, and I was like, I don't care, $10, they're the same price. So pretty similar, right? Like just reverse order. So let me swatch this one. So the blushes are Rose is this one, and Sugar and Basically. So here is Basically, here is Sugar, and here is Rose. Very pigmented. That's really nice. Sure, you'd like to see it in focus. Really nice. This one, Rose, is really subtle, but I think they're pretty. But I want to swatch the Maybelline ones next to it, next to their corresponding colors. So, these do not have names. And they're also super pigmented, and they're not powdery. So this is what they look like swatched. Alright, right here. Right here. Yeah, pretty similar, right? I mean, they're not exact, but okay. Looks like you have to build up the Maybelline ones a little bit more, but that's not bad. And I honestly would rather build up a blush than have one be super pigmented and hard to blend out from first application. So if you're on the fence about the Anastasia ones, or you're just on a no buy or a low buy and you don't feel tempted to buy it now, but later you have a little bit of like, oh, I should have bought it. At least for this one, which is Pink Passion. I didn't even say that. For the Pink Passion one, it's very similar to Maybelline Master Blush. So that's pretty cool. So we're gonna pull that for the week. That is the blush I was saying I was gonna pull. Lip products. I did not pull any last week, so let's just go ahead and be basic. And I need to finish this up. This is NYX Butter Gloss. This is NYX Butter Gloss in Tiramisu. This was in a project pan like 8 months ago, and I said I'm almost done with it and I need to finish it. So after this week, I just need to like throw it away. So I love this color, so I would definitely repurchase it in the future, but it's a little old. Okay. All right. We're gonna. Okay, I did organize this eyeshadow drawer because it was like a hot mess as well. So I just have everything lined up, and then all like the singles and just like the loose little things are in this little basket, and then the bigger palette, like the Pro palette and everything, is in the back. But I kept pretty much the same order of how we were rotating everything. So we're right here, and we had finished the ColourPop palettes, and then we jumped right into the Urban Decay. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this palette. This is up next. This is the NYX Ultimate palette, and this one is in Warm Neutrals. And this is a palette that, like, how do I say this? I don't get excited when I look at it, but when I pull it for my weekly makeup basket, I dig into it. I, like, tear it up because it is so easy to wear, easy to blend out. You have to build up the colors. They're not like super pigmented, but this is a pretty affordable palette. It's not like super cheap, but it's not expensive. As you can see, I hit pan. I will say the shimmer colors are not great. Do not expect anything from them. You have to use a base or a glitter glue or something, or else they will disappear midday. Like, where does it go? I don't know. I don't know, because I don't rub my eyes. So it just like literally disappears off. So keeping that in mind, especially this one, it's so freaking pretty, but it's gone. It's absolutely gone. So, and you can see like that swatch right there. That's pretty much what they look like. But the mattes or the satins in here are super nice. So I really enjoy it. I'm excited to pull it. And I think, so I have the, what's it called? The Maya Mia in my, it lives in my makeup basket because it's one that's older, so I really need to get rid of it at the end of 2018. But, you know, I'm not panning it. I'm just trying to get as much use out of it. So I think I'll stick to these shimmer colors. I really like Gold Bar and I really like Glisten. So we'll just stick to these shimmers because I haven't used this in a couple of weeks at all. So this will get me motivation to use it. I do need to at some point start digging into like these singles, but it's a work in progress. We can't rush it all right? And I actually had a couple of things in here that I'm thinking about decluttering. So should we do that together? Let's do that together. The first is the Laura Lee our Party Animal palette. This isn't because of all like the drama around it, like whatever. Like I'm intrigued by it, but I'm not, whatever. It's fine. But this came in BoxyCharm, and I said even when I got it, I don't know. This isn't my life. And I don't want to force it, and I have like this palette, which is Alamar, which has, if I can open it, pops of color in it, and these colors are more like tones I would wear. So if I wanted the blue eyeshadows, I have that option, and they're more wearable than these. You know what I mean? So I think I will, since I have not touched it, I might as well just pass it on while I haven't used it, and people are more likely to want it at that point, you know what I mean? And the other thing is I have some other BoxyCharm items in here. It's nothing against BoxyCharm. I say I like majority of what I get, so it still feels like it's worth it to me, but I don't want to hold on to something to hold on to something. So what I want to get rid of is this. This is the Vintage Eyeliner, and it's just really hard to use. I really don't want something this hard, like pulling my eyes, so I'm gonna actually get rid of that. And then the other thing is this. This is the Yante Blue, and it's also just like a super, actually, hold on. That was actually a lot softer. This is dark brown eyeliner. It's a lot softer than I remember. We're pulling it for the week. Okay. I, for some reason, thought it was a lot harder of a pencil. So everything else is safe. Here to live another day. Alright, that feels good. Just getting rid of those couple of things feels good. So let's look at my basket. I also want to show you this drawer. If you're like, where did she just put those products? So this is things I am saving to give away to you guys. So BoxyCharm items that are not something I'm going to use and I haven't touched. I may go ahead and put them in here to do a giveaway. I already have one of these, and this came in BoxyCharm, so that's going to be a giveaway. I don't wear eyelashes, so there's a couple of eyelashes in here. I'm probably getting to the point where I could do that soon. And then there are some decluttered items in here, like this Pure Sculpting palette. I'm not going to put it in the giveaway because I've worn it, but I just want to set it to a side to give to a friend who wouldn't mind that I used it. So that's in here. And then also are the makeup empties that I've been hoarding from you guys this year that I owe you a video on. But this is literally, let me get you a better angle. This is literally all the makeup I have finished this year. People in my life outside of YouTube, they're like, do you go through makeup But you know, my people here on YouTube, they know we're going through makeup over here. So, yeah, I owe you guys a video, big time. But just so you know, we go through makeup. Like a couple of foundations in here, setting spray. There's some primers. We go through makeup over here. Okay, so this is everything. These are the products I'm going to use tomorrow, and then I'll put them back in the collection. Here are the face products that we're going to use. Powder face products. We're a little full in here. Yes, Jared did just get home. You hear all the noise in the background. And then eye products, and then this pretty much stayed the same. And then these are setting powders. I went over them, our setting sprays. I went through them a couple weeks ago. So, you know, just check back a few videos and you'll see it. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I love spending this time with you guys, and I know you enjoy it as well. I hope you are all doing well, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Also, Jan's comment on my last video calling Jared Chaos King, legendary.
We love it.
We love it. He said he can work with that. Love it.